Hi there. Recently we lost Jess Franco. Was, in my opinion, a great director, or he could be a great director when he had the drive and the money and the passion for it. Franco was a guy that worked on a lot of films, and due to the sheer volume of films that he worked on, not everything came out the way that you'd expect or you'd want them to. But he had such a passion that the guy was always making something. He worked with guys like Orson Welles, he's worked with Christopher Lee. But anyway, let's get to the set on hand, and the one that I picked up today, and I'm very, very proud to have finally, is by Blue Underground. And it's probably got a release because of the whole 50 Shades Grey thing, but I really don't care because it got 4 movies that I really wanted, and that's 50 Shades of the Sade. Now, it has Marquis de Sade's Justine, Eugene Sade, and Justine Sade. Now, 3 of these 4 films are Franco films, and earlier quality Franco films, to be honest with you, before they kind of went crazy. And the 4th one is by French director Claude Pierson, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he also goes under the name Caroline Joyce and Paul Martin when he's directing. And maybe Andre Marchand. Yeah, that's it. He did Justine Sade. For me, it's the weakest of the 4 films here. Features variant. So I'm going to pop this open and see what it looks like. As you can see here, it has 4 discs, one for each film. Here we've got Eugene, Justine Sade, that's the Pierson film, that's the only non-Franco, and Eugene Sade is right down here. Now, straight up warning, these are adult-oriented films. They're not X-rated or anything like that, though back in the day they actually were. Though right now they would be considered extremely tame. Still, it's not something for kids. They're films for adults. Obviously, they are kind of based on the works of the Marquis de Sade, who was considered by some to be like a free thinker and a philosopher, and others to be just a total and outright perv. But in between there. Anyway, the first film here, the Marquis de Sade's Justine, is a Franco film. By the way, all these films are uncut. This one here is 124 minutes. It has Mercedes McCambridge, Jack Palance, and Romina Power, who actually is the daughter of Tyrone Power. There's about I think at least a 20 minute kind of documentary behind the scenes interviews with them. There's a trailer and there's a poster stills gallery as well. It's a fun little thing. Also with the next one we got is Eugene, that runs 87 minutes again. It's uncut. Another 20-minute interview making of documentary, again with the trailer and the poster stills gallery. Eugene Sade also has a really interesting interview thing, about 20 minutes long. Most of these run about 20-25 minutes. The film runs 91 minutes, and of course there's the trailer. Justine Sade runs 150 minutes. That's the uncut length. There's deleted and alternate scenes in the trailers, and kind of like I think Shriek Show did this as well, where they actually brought in the scenes where they were clothed, because they had to shoot a clothed and unclothed version. So in Justine Sade, we actually, as a bonus, we get them with their clothes on, which back in the day, you'd be looking for just the opposite thing. Now, Eugene does have Christopher Lee in it, and for me, it's one of the better ones. Eugene Sade is probably the best in the series. One of these here has Kinski, and I'm thinking right now it is Kinski. I think it's Justine. Eugene Sade. One of the 2 has Kinski in it. The Marquis de Sade's Justine is probably Kinski. Yeah, I think definitely. Kinski plays de Sade in one of these films. It's kind of like a narrative bridge, like a creep show type of, like kind of telling you a narrative of what's going on. Again, this is a in the widescreen formats, the original formats. All of these films are uncut, so I'm not sure what it is to buy it there, but I picked this thing up for $14 today, which is an extremely good price. If you ever bought any Blue Underground DVDs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just to buy one, some of these things can be pretty expensive. And I heard that a few of these are becoming hard to get now, especially with Franco having passed on, unfortunately. So, also it's, as you can see from the cover, that is Soledad Miranda, who was Franco's pretty much his first muse. She was in a lot of his early films. Unfortunately, Soledad passed away at age 27 after a car accident. She is in. She's a star of one of these films here, and she's an extreme beauty. And although she's more known for the film Vampire Lesbos, I would say that Eugene Sade is probably her best and definitely most erotic, sexiest role. 50 Shades of Sade. Your girlfriend might actually watch this with you because she's read 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know. But I highly, highly recommend it. Blue Underground is a really good company. I've got to give them props in getting this out now. Not everybody's going to put out this type of stuff. It's not the biggest seller for some people, but it's good to know that somebody's out there taking the care and the effort to put out all of these films. So I'd love to see more Franco stuff come out. It's sad that some stuff came out and has since gotten out of print, like a lot of the nasty stuff. I'm hoping to see a lot more of that come out soon. Scream Factory today, by the way, just announced that they're going to be putting out Beast Within and Crawl Space, which is another Kinski film. Both of those should be really fun. I love Crawl Space because I love Klaus Kinski, and in the manly way. And Beast Within was just one that creeped me out as a kid. The whole change and transformation sequence. It's a disturbing film, but it's fun, and it's cheesy, and it's a werewolf film basically. Turned on its head. But again, back to 50 Shades of Sade. Highly recommend it. If you can pick up a copy of this, pick it up while you still can. With these Blue Underground sets, once they're gone, they're gone. They don't tend to remake them. They just put them out, and when the copies that are gone, you ain't getting it. So one of my highest recommendations, 50 Shades of Sade. You get Marquis de Sade's Justine, Eugene de Sade, and Justine de Sade. That's 3 Franco films and a Pearson film. Enjoy it, watch it, tell your girlfriend it's art, because it kind of is. And if she likes 50 Shades of Grey, go for it. Again, hope you like that. Disclaimer again, not for kids. If you're a kid and you see that there, no, be 18 over to watch those films. Not that they're X films now; they are R-rated films. So, but still, it's adult subject matter, and it's unique. 50 Shades of Sade, highly recommended. Thanks a lot for watching, and it's time for tea.